we shouldn't be talking about insecurity, and that Juma shouldn't have come out to talk about insecurity. Gowon shouldn't have come out and start talking about insecurity. IPOB, Obasanjo, and the rest of them shouldn't have come out and start talking about insecurity. If there is insecurity in Nigeria, I can remember some time ago when the same Danjuma went to faraway US and addressed US government officials that the Fulanis are killing the entire Middle Belt. They are trying to wipe away Middle Belt, and nothing is being done. To an extent, he accused Buhari of being behind what is happening in the Middle Belt. The same T.Y. Danjuma forgot the decisions and actions of the yesteryears that gave an open door. Both doors and windows were open for Fulanis to take and infiltrate the military, infiltrate the politics of the political atmosphere in Nigeria, infiltrate everywhere. Now the consequences of yesterday's actions, he is now saying, where is the 70s going to come from? Tell me where the 70s are going to come from. Since 1967, 68, 69, 70, 71 till this date. Calculate the number, bro, it's a very practical thing. Calculate the number of years Nigerian government has not been able to stop Fulani conquest of the entire Nigeria. Shame on Danjuma and Gowon. Bro, this is, don't need to mix words. Whether they feel that the meeting they will head with IPOB, Gowon, Abdulsalam, Kwaso, and there of them, when they went to their meeting, they sat in that meeting, they did whatever they did, they discussed what then the North is saying that they should come and rescue Nigeria. An APC, and a former APC chieftain from the North has suddenly realized that Nigeria is at the point of 1 minute silence. Oh, they want to do the final meeting so that they can start observing 1 minute silence for Nigeria. Danjuma is wasting his time. Gowon is also wasting his time. Bros, which call to action when somebody like Tojibelo has come out publicly in the bro, do you know what it means? Do you know the kind of military formations that are in Nigeria? Do you know how many battalions Nigeria have? Do you know how many military hardware Nigeria possesses, to the extent that for more than 4 decades, bro, you don't need to waste time about Nigeria. They are wasting their time. After Danjuma killed Aguiyi-Ironsi, they ceded the entire Niger Delta wealth, oil wealth, to him because he killed Aguiyi-Ironsi. This Danjuma, this President Danjuma, T.Y. Theophilus Danjuma, this very particular Danjuma, he became the richest to an extent. He was even bragging that he doesn't know what to do with money. Because they compensated him for killing Aguiyi-Ironsi. They didn't know. Bro, it's a very clear thing. You can find out yourself. Okay, do you know that before, I keep on saying it, let him and Gowon make an open announcement or publish the report of January 1966. Do you know that Awolowo was trapped in the north and Ojukwu had the opportunity to kill him? This is President Abafemi Awolowo. Do you know? I am telling you, no, before he was now captured and sent to prison himself. No, during the coup, he was trapped in the north. Chukwuma Kaduna Nzogu was one of the people that headed the committee that tried Awolowo on treasonable felony. But I want you to understand the direction of consequences of this statement is as a result of years of mistakes introducing Fulani into our system, opening doors, believing that the Fulanis are going to assist them, to conquer the entire Igbo land, Biafrans, and finally take over Nigeria and then make Biafrans their footstool. That was the target.
That was the initial.
No, yes, that was. But you see now, the thing has now backfired. Danjuma is confused. Gowon is confused. IBB is confused. Obasanjo too is confused. All of them confused about Nigeria. Tinubu too confused about Nigeria. All of them are confused. The United States of America knows, the British government knows what is happening in Nigeria. They know. They knew that what is happening in Nigeria is not a matter of service chiefs. It's beyond service chiefs. It's beyond what the military can do. I've never seen in any country, even if it is the worst nation on earth, with the kind of armory Nigeria have in their possession, they cannot be able to sustain and conquer and even chase away bandits, Boko Haram out of our Nigeria, our society. They have not. But we are gradually seeing these people infiltrating the south by cow with cow. Be at any place at any time, even in Lagos State. Thank God for what Gani Adams is doing. He has been able to move from one particular place to another, at least, and we're able to do a proper feasibility studies that there were Boko Haram cells in the entire Lagos, even currently in the West. Do you know what that means? That the only resistance till tomorrow, until Christ come, is Biafra. Danjuma should come out and tell Nigerians why they hid the report of 1966 coup till today, where he, Chukwumanzogu, was in the committee that was trying Obafemi Awolowo of treasonable felony. How many Nigerians will you ask now that will tell you that 1966, January 15, 1966 coup was a counter coup? By the time Igbo coup, they don't know anything. Are they not seeing the handwriting on the wall? They are using feudal system. They know that the fractions of the West are based on religion. The fractions of they are based on religion. So and the entire northern part of the country is totally a feudal agenda. So politically now they have introduced feudal system, and that's why you see them producing Muslim ticket. Tinubu is a Muslim. These are a Muslim. They are towing the same line, but unfortunately, they discovered that there were anti-elements within the circle of the feudal West. The feudal West. Anybody that is telling you that look upwards, when they are pushed to action, then they will unveil themselves. But we know, we're seeing it. Who told you that the Yoruba man has not become president of Nigeria before? We had a civilian president under Obasanjo as a Yoruba man. But when it become, they say, move this thing to the south, you see the same Yoruba feudalists came out and said, Emiloko. Then you are expecting me to say, sorry, IBB, go to emergency meeting. Sorry, Danjuma, go to emergency meeting. They refuse to do the right thing, and they will face the consequences. Bro, this is not a matter of whether they should know that it has become a reality. It has become a reality. The conquest is a reality. 1.6 million bandits in the forest in the north. 1.6 million armed. You think they say na service chief matter? Who is sponsoring them? You see, when an ideology it becomes a political factor, you don't need to ask that question. When an ideology becomes a political factor, you don't need to ask that kind of question. Who is sponsoring them? The people that are sponsoring them, they are there in Aso Rock, in this. But how do you know that Turkey, that is a Christian nation, fight to Islamic agenda? It didn't get now this thing till today. The only threat the Shiites in Iran, the Sunnis, the Ahmadiyas, and all the sects is the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention. It's the only reason why Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention. Nnamdi Kanu has studied them. I know that it is the conquest is all about resilience, being resilient. And he has taken it upon himself and stood upon that. And it will take Nigeria government 250 years to be able to break the ranks of IPOB. Anytime, any day. 250 years.
Which of the IPOB? Is it also pilot or which of the IPOB?
Okay, when I'm talking about indigenous people of Biafra under the able and mighty and supreme leader of Mazi Okuchukwu Kanu. The man that's been detained in DSS. That he followed all the processes outlined by United Nations and have been acknowledged to be a freedom fighter globally. Who is going to take that away from him? Nobody. If you like, assume whatever you are not. That's your business. He has broken the jinx. The Hausa North, the indigenous people of the North, Hausas, you understand, are beginning to warm up. Do you know the number of years it's going to take a conquered Hausa indigenous people to be able to rise? The only thing that can give them liberation, that's why everybody is giraffing in Biafra. Everybody wants to know what is happening there. Everybody wants to know who is involved. Everyone wants to know who is gathering. Where are they? Who? Where? The next information. So that they'll be able to, see, when a hope is taken up from man, a man is gone. When a hope is taken from a nation, the nation is gone. If there is no hope, you can't see anybody on the streets. People are on the streets because of hope. Nigeria is gradually becoming hopeless. And the consequences of it is what you are seeing, say, IBB, Abdul Salami, all of them emergency meeting. They are doing emergency meeting because they don't want to reveal the truth. The moment they come out and reveal the truth and ask Nnamdi Kanu to define Nigeria, then I think they will begin to understand the direction they are going. They have no direction. Whether they like, they go and sit with IBB for 100 years, the solution will not come. The solution can only come when they publish the report that involved Awolowo. Even Chukwuma Zogo had the opportunity to indict him. Yes, go and check the record. Because they saw that he was supposed to, because he bought into welfareism according to that era. That was what is running. Socialism, welfareism. And they saw Awolowo as somebody who can fit into that circle at that point in time. I wanted to, bring him. But the politics that we are playing between the colonial masters and the Fulanis, that has small significance of the Hausas, is what transpired to 1966 coup, January 1766 coup. Why Nzog was struck 15 January 1966. So that balance is what we are struggling at this moment to define. And that is what, bro, if you trace what is happening today, to this moment, Gowon, Danjuma should be held responsible. The devastation that is happening in the entire Middle Belt, Niger Delta, Danjuma should be held responsible. Because immediately he killed Agi Yurosi, they hand over the entire oil well in the Niger Delta, Biafra land, to him. And today, you are coming out to say Middle Belt is dying. The Middle Belt should rise up. Middle Belt has no force again. When Gideon Oka wanted to do it, Nigeria does not understand the direction Gideon Oka was going. Plus, can we get this point very clearly? It think that Gideon Oka does not know what he actually wanted to do. Or he has just gone and maybe discovered the secret document that we are tied somewhere in Aso Rock. They don't want anybody to see. Even when Jonathan came across it, he was able to say, no, this cannot stand. Oh yeah, confirm. Let us have a new constitution.
The secret document inspired the comfort by Jonathan.
Of course. Because some of these leaders they cannot be able to come out publicly and tell you, some of the things they discovered. It's just like when Oni of Ife went to the palace and discovered that it was Igbo that founded Ile Ife. That Ife was discovered by an Igbo man, that there was record and evidence regarding that. What did the elders say? They said, no, get him arrested. Don't say that. Well, who are you? From where? Stop! Don't say it. They forgot their progenitors is linked to Oyo, not Ife. That Abacha deliberately created Ife as a traditional political stool. They don't want to hear anything. They went as far as fragmenting the Igbo geographical, space, reducing it to just like the way they did to Benin Empire. Go to Benin now. They will tell you say it's only Ring Road that is the Benin Empire now, currently. But the Benin Empire is still struggling to consolidate on their Commonwealth. You don't know that Benin have Commonwealth, including Lagos. That Lagos was part of the Benin Commonwealth. You don't know. That is the truth. That is what all these people are manipulating. When it becomes the turn of the Igbo man, the Yoruba man will come and say, they don't will use Yoruba man. I said, no, don't. They will do it. Now, if when Obasanjo was president, we need to have another zone from the south to become president. They manipulated it. Now everybody is crying. Una go cry for the consequences of injustice. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu rose fearlessly, Nnamdi Kanu rose fearlessly, stick out his neck. But you know what it means? And exposed the reality. Now there's unfortunately, Danjuma knows what to do. Gowon knows what to do. IPOB knows what to do. Obasanjo to know what to do. Obasanjo is a bit because he wanted to play justice and see how justice can be able to, stabilize disintegration. But nobody's going to stop disintegration. Nobody. Even the issue of restructuring has been punctuated now. The Biafrans are not talking about restructuring again. Because the option of restructuring would have come before 2023. And I've seen it very clearly. And Obi is saying it. Because they don't know. They are looking at that. They don't know that the invisible Biafra have eliminated the visible Nigeria. To them, it's just like a dream. All of them are struggling because they have a larger investment. Their only interest is how to consolidate on the oil in the world, in the Niger Delta, IPOB. All of them, Obasanjo, their interest, I see they love Nigeria. They don't love Nigeria. Sisi, the crude oil. Smart enough, the North has not woken from their consciousness. They came out and said, no, capture him, give him only one term. And the man they call Jagaban is in Asurok. They asked them, which one term? Are you the owner of Nigeria? I have my boys. I will beat you. Remove the INEC chairman. Watch the film that's going to start. Then they will tell you that I have never forgotten the factors that played around 1993. Nobody should bring an Igbo factor between the Yorubas, the feudal Yorubas, and the feudal North. But when the game is up, the Igbo man will state a boundary clearly. Please, if you are not comfortable, you have other places you can go to. Bro, it's not a must. We cannot, because you are not a colony of Biafra, and you said no, you are not share the same identity. Go to where you share identity, but our land, you cannot remain there and say you are not a Biafran. It's never done. It's never done. All over the world, go to Switzerland, Sweden, Britain, America, Italy, everywhere. Including South Korea, in a place called Busan. Go there. There's no black man in that community. The only black people you see there are Igbos. In South Korea. How easy. adventure or this. The Bible has already predicted. It's not a joke. I told them that in our generation, this is the most favored generation in the history of the world. They have internet, they have everything at their fingertips. And in this generation, Jerusalem was restored to Israel. The same way Jerusalem was restored, the same way the kingdom of Biafra will be restored to Biafra, to the black man. Bro, not be film. Are you not seeing international artists all over the world identifying themselves as Igbos? Nami Tokam, are you not seeing it everywhere? This one go come and say, I'm Igbo. Go to America, you see all the blacks in America identify that, yes, we are. A lot of things that was done to the Igbo, we are the ancient black Igbo people. You cannot attack Igbo. Everyone Igbo since now. Because the Igbo man does not bow to a human being. When the Queen of England came to Nigeria, all of them were lying down. So we are carrying their leg up like this. Igbo man stand the red. Shake me, king, queen, yes, shake me.
Okay. Thank you very much, man.
That's the mystery of the rising of the Prince of Africa. Prince of Africa, that's Biafra. Thank you and God bless.